Hello and welcome back to my Milan save on Football Manager 2023. Since last episode where we smashed PSV in the knockout playoff round of the Europa League, we have played 2 games off camera. In today's episode, we're going to be playing both legs of the round of 16 Europa League tie against Manchester United. But before we get into that, let's take a look at how we've done in the 2 games since we were last here. So we started off with a game against Spezia, and you can see we only narrowly won it 1-0, but we did have the better of the game. We just couldn't take our chances. Olivier Giroud, the man to save us in the end. I think some of our problems may have come from Kier and Kalulu at the back. Maybe I'm just blaming them because our attacking midfielders didn't actually do that great. To be honest, Leao and Vignato up there, and Salamaca's all pretty average rating. It's just Giroud there on an 8.3 save in the game for us. And then in the most recent game against Monza, we played a slightly rotated side. So a lot of our backup players getting a run out in this one. And we did manage to win eventually, 3-1. We went 1-0 up just on the stroke of half-time with Sandro Tonali. But then Petagna got an equaliser with just over 10 minutes to go for Monza. Thankfully, though, Rafa Leao and Sandro Tonali again spared our blushes and gave us a pretty comfortable 3-1 win in the end, which leaves us still sitting atop Serie A. Inter are the closest team behind us. They're 2 points off. Atlanta are in third. They're 4 points off us, but they've got a game in hand. A lot of other teams have got a game in hand as well. But it's not Serie A that we're focusing on today. It is, of course, the Europa League and Manchester United. Now, let's see how Man United have done since we were last here. They have drawn against Chelsea 0-0 and lost 1-0 away to Fulham. So not in the best of form, Man United. So maybe we could sneak something here. Are we at home first leg or are we away? We're at home for the first leg, so we kind of need to make this count. So a few early kickoffs in the round of 16 today. Actually, we've had one game played on the Wednesday as well. Roma beat Rennes by 3-2, so a victory for one of our other fellow Italian sides. Dortmund beating Betis 4-3. Feyenoord and Arsenal playing out a 2-2 draw. Feyenoord going 2-0 up. Yeah, going 2-0 up and then being drawn back level. And then Lazio smashing Fenerbahce 5-1. A few other games playing at the same time as us, but we'll focus on ours. We are at home at the San Siro, so hopefully we can get a positive result to take over to Manchester. So here is the lineup that we're going with for the first leg against Manchester United. Mainan is in goal. We've got Wilfred Singo playing at right back today because Zanoli is still rehabbing from an injury. So hopefully Singo can do the job for us there. Gabbia and Tomori return at central defence for the first time in a couple of games. They've been rested and Gabbia was suspended for one of the games. Theo Hernandez is our left back today. Benessa and Tonali back into the partnership at defensive midfield. Salamaca's at right wing. De Ketelaere returns from injury. He's recommended to only play 75 minutes in this one, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. But Junior Messias, who has been playing quite well in the Europa League, at least in the 2 games against PSV, he has picked up an injury, so he's not going to be available for this one, or I believe the second leg. So hopefully Charles De Ketelaere can fill in nicely there. Rafa Leao is at left wing, and Olivier Giroud is up top by himself. We don't actually have enough first-team players to fill our 12-man bench, so we've got Federico Mangiamelli making an appearance on the bench, the young centre-forward. If we're winning by a good few goals, he might get a chance. We're probably not going to be winning by that much, if at all. Why am I so negative? So no Cristiano Ronaldo for Manchester United today. They've got Anthony playing up top, Rashford on the left, Sancho on the right, Fernandes through the middle, and Maguire at the back. So hopefully we can take advantage of Harry Maguire playing today. Throw in an advanced position. It's Gabbia to take it. Tries the long one and just throws that straight to a United player. And Varane could come away with it, but he's given the ball away to Theo. Can Theo get a ball into the box? He tried. It's deflected off everyone. Leao with a shot and Rafa Leao. It somehow fell to him and he smashed in the volley. 6th goal of the season, I think that was. Rafa Leao, excellent finish, excellent start. I don't know what Varane was doing. Varane has to take the blame for that goal. So you see, Varane picks the ball up there nicely. He just had to find another United player, but instead he dawdles on it. Theo dispossesses him. It's blocked by Varane and then by another defender. Is that Dallo? Not sure. But it lands at the feet of Leao and he can just smash that into the back of the net and give us the early lead. Singo with a throw from the right-hand side this time. He finds his man, unlike the previous throw-in. Now Salamaca's looking for someone to pass to. Finds Benessa. Inside again to Salamaca's. Into the box. De Ketelaere's there. It's headed away. Shaw is going to get this. Heads it further away, but only to Singo. And Singo's got a chance to get another ball into the box here, but he's dispossessed by Marcus Rashford, who launches a ball forward. Up towards Anthony, I think, but it's won by our defender. Now Tonali advancing. Can shoot from there. He does so. And it's just cleared. It's off the post and cleared, in fact. All these highlights starting with throw-ins. Singo with yet another throw-in, gets the ball back from De Ketelaere, and now he's running down the right-hand side. Comes back on himself, plays it to Benesa. Inside now to Tonali, who was in a little bit of space. Closed down quite quickly, has a shot. It's parried away, but Leao is there for his second of the game. David De Gea has to take the blame for that one. Rafa Leao pouncing on the parried shot from De Gea. And Manchester United's defence are just fully to blame for the situation that they find themselves in. It was Benesa who played it to Tonali. Tonali with a shot, parried away by De Gea, but he didn't get enough of a hand on it, and it just falls to the feet of Rafa Leao, who's got the easiest of tap-ins to get his second of the game. And the throw-ins continue. De Ketelaere gets it from Singo. Dispossessed by Fernandes, but he gets it back. And De Ketelaere with a chance now, possibly, into the box, towards the back post of Leao with... Oh my God, what is wrong with the defence? Rafa Leao's got a hat-trick, and every single goal has been the fault of a Man United defender. Diego Dalot this time to blame for that one. A ball in, along the ground, we're going to see it in a second, to the back post, and it's just deflected off Leao, I think. So Fernandes did well to win the ball, but then he loses it immediately. De Ketelaere with the ball into the back post. Dalot tries to clear it, in fact. It deflects off Leao and then bounces up for him to easily head that one in. And he's got a hat-trick in half an hour here at the San Siro. And Manchester United's defence are doing a terrible job. And this time, it's not even Harry Maguire to blame. It's Varane, Dalot and De Gea who have all been to blame for the goals. Another throw-in, Singo, to take it on this right-hand side once more. We seem to be getting a lot of luck down this right-hand side. In the box to Tomori. Salamakers into the box again. Now Leao, can he get his fourth? He can. 4 goals for Rafa Leao. We're in dreamland. Man United are collapsing in front of us. The first goal where I don't think there was a United mistake for that one, but Rafa Leao is on fire. I mean, the marking could arguably have been tighter on Leao, but 4 goals for him. Amazing. So we get to half-time, and it's turned out to be a pretty easy day so far. 4-0, I'd take that. If we win this leg 4-0, we can play maybe a slightly rotated side in the second leg. And Rafa Leao, as you'd probably expect with 4 goals in a game, is on a 10 match rating, so he's doing very well out there. De Ketelaere, we have to keep an eye on, of course. He's allowed a maximum of 75 minutes. I'll probably take him off around the 70-minute mark just to make sure he's all right. Benesa finds Salamakers on the right-hand side, who skips past the left-back Luke Shaw there. And Salamakers with a chance to get a ball into the box, plays it back post. It's a bit too far for Leao, but he's going to keep this in. Inside to Teo. Teo with the ball in, blocked. Tonali's there. Tonali with a shot. It's deflected again, and it's in. It's 5-0. Sandro Tonali on the score sheet. 5-0. It took a deflection, so arguably another defensive mistake. Well, there was a defensive mistake with Luke Shaw being out of position at the start when Salamakers got the ball. Very lucky deflection there, and then deflected off one of the defenders. Not sure who it was, but it was going on target anyway. However, I would guess De Gea would probably have saved it, as we have another opportunity quite quickly afterwards. It's Leao. He's in the box now. Rafa Leao. He's been outstanding today. He's tackled by Dalot, though, so curse the commentator strikes a bit there. And, oh my God, what is that? Teo, why? Why would you feel the need to do that? We're 5-0 up. Why? What's gone through his mind there? Why has he done that? Well, I guess this is a perfect time to take De Ketelaere off then. So we'll move him to left back and then bring on Fode Ballatore. So a slight formational change here. Ballatore, his first chance to take a throw-in today. It's been mainly Singo who's having the thrill of taking throw-ins. Benesa, ball down the left looking for Leao, but he was never really going to get there. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who I think has come off the bench today, can sweep that up and plays the ball forward to Ronaldo, another man who's come off the bench. He nods that down to Fernandes. That's a good tackle, but it's fallen straight to the feet of Ricardo Horta, who we've been linked with, actually, before he signed for Manchester United. He has a shot, but it goes over the bar. I think I think there's a highlight happening here, but I've paused it. So just before that highlight happens, I want to take a few players off. So Rafa Leao is going to get a bit of a standing ovation, hopefully, from the home crowd. We'll bring on Divock Origi for him. Salamakers I was going to take off as well, but we don't have a replacement right winger, so he can just stay on. Unless we move... No, we're not going to move Singo up. We'll take Singo off, bring Pierre Kalulu on for 15 minutes or so. Let's see what happens in this highlight. Ball out left towards Rashford. Man United have definitely come alive a bit more since those substitutions. Played into the box towards Ricardo Horta, but he just gives the ball away to us. Maguire, though, picks it up on the centre circle. Casemiro out wide to Wan-Bissaka, who's in a bit of space. Needs to be closed down a bit quicker than that as Ronaldo gets a goal. Is it onside? I think the flag's on up. I think it's offside. It's been disallowed. He's offside. Cristiano Ronaldo not getting a goal against me. He's miles offside. Goodness. My goodness. That's why you're not playing week in, week out, Cristiano. Okay, 10 minutes to go. I'm gonna give a debut to the youngster that I put on the bench. So Mangiamelli is gonna make his Milan debut at home to Manchester United in the Europa League. It's a full time and a pretty easy time of it in the end. 5-0 victors over Manchester United. That's a very good result to take us into a second leg. Hopefully we don't get beat by more than 5 goals in the second leg. I'm feeling pretty confident that we won't, but you never know. Elsewhere in the games that were played at the same time as us, Ajax surprisingly lost 2-1 to Real Sociedad, Celtic losing 2-0 to Freiburg, and Rangers losing 2-1 to Sporting. So not a good time for the Scottish sides, but they're both still in the game. It's not like they got beat 5-0 or anything like a certain someone. So Hernandez obviously being sent off in that match is going to miss the second leg. So it's a good job that we've got a pretty decent 5-0 cushion. So Ballatore, I imagine, will be playing in that game. So we've played the league game against Fiorentina. That happened between the 2 legs of the Manchester United game, and there was no trouble in this game. We absolutely battered Fiorentina 5-0. Fiorentina was 7th in Serie A leading into this one. I thought it was going to be a bit of a struggle, so I played quite a strong side, but didn't need to in the end. Giroud getting a brace, De Ketelaere coming back and scoring his first goal since returning from injury, Theo Hernandez getting a goal, and Rafa Leao rounding things off. It was 5-0 after 37 minutes. That leaves the league table looking like this, and we're sitting pretty at the top. 4 points clear of Inter, who've played a game more than us. 6 points clear of Atalanta in third, who have played the same number of games as us. It's looking good for the league title. And in their game between the 2 legs of the Europa League, Man United beat Brighton by 1-0 thanks to a penalty from Bruno Fernandes. In other squad news, before we get into the second leg, Junior Messias has signed a new deal with us. It's a slight increase in wage. He's getting another 10 or 20 grand more, but I think it's worth it given the form that he showed in the PSV games. He's a decent squad player, especially if we get into the latter stages of many competitions in a season. He's going to be very useful for us. So this is the lineup that we're going with for this second leg, and it's a good job we've got such a big margin of a lead heading into this game, because there's some players that I would never be putting near the first team if that wasn't the case. So we've got Mike Mainan in goal. Singo comes in at right back. Zanoli having a bit of a rest. He played in the game against Fiorentina, so he's a bit tired. Gabbia and Kier remaining at centre back. Tomori obviously injured for this game. Kalulu comes in at left back because Theo Hernandez is suspended after his horror challenge in the last match against Man United, and Ballatore is injured. So Kalulu is our only option at left back, so he's in the squad today. Tommaso Pobega comes in for Benessa, who's getting a bit of a rest alongside Tonali. Salamakers is still at right wing. We've got a youngster, Andrea Di Siena, being rewarded for a great training performance. That is literally the only reason why he's been picked. He's playing attacking centre midfield today. Charles de Ketelaere, his fitness test, number of minutes recommended has actually gone down, so I'm a bit concerned about him. It says for him to only play a maximum of 60 minutes, so I'd like to get away with not playing him at all for this game, if possible. Divock Origi comes in for Leao at left wing, and then we've got Zlatan making an appearance against his former club up front. You'll notice he's still unhappy with me, but yeah, we're probably not going to resolve that. So interestingly, especially given the news at time of recording that Cristiano Ronaldo in real life has left Man United by mutual consent, he's not in the squad for United, not at all. He's not even on the bench. They seemed to play a lot better in the first leg when Wan-Bissaka and Ronaldo came on, but no place for Ronaldo. Wan-Bissaka does start for them in the second leg, but of course they've got to get 6 goals to get through to the next round, so surely that's not likely. Eriksen with a corner for United. Towards Varane, he heads it off the bar. The first opportunity for anyone in the game, and it goes to Man United, but they don't take it. Another opportunity here, possibly for the home side. It's Luke Shaw to take a throw in from the left-hand side. Finds Eriksen inside to Rashford. Rashford in the box now. Rashford with a shot, and he pulls that wide. Pobega's been dispossessed in his own half. Rashford's through on goal. It's Rashford, and it's a great save from Mike Mainan. United could have 3 goals here already. They could be 2 off drawing level with us, but they've just not taken their chances. Eriksen with the corner. towards Casemiro. It's headed away brilliantly by Origi, but it's going to fall to Sancho on the volley, and that's over the bar. So we somehow make it to half-time. Still 0-0. But it's going all right. I'm not expecting a big win today. We've got a rotated side of sorts. So 0-0, I'm happy with. Going to make a couple of changes at half-time as well. Two of our key players for the season, Tonali and Salamakers, are starting to get a bit tired out there. And rather than waste their energy on this game that we, fingers crossed, have got done and won, we will take them off. We'll bring on Bakayoko, who's looking complacent, concerningly, for Tonali. And then Salamakers, we're going to have to move Singo into right midfield. And then we will take Salamakers off for a youngster, I think, in Bakun. Adam Bakun, or Bakune, not sure how to say that one. He's got pretty decent potential, so we'll give him a bit of a run out here against Manchester United at Old Trafford. You know, no bigger place to start. Well, there's a few, but it's up there, isn't it? So Casemiro with the ball in the centre of the field, forward to Rashford, but it's headed away nicely by Bakune. It's headed back in the danger area, but I think Pobega won that header, but it's fallen at the feet of Anthony now. Anthony through to Rashford, and it's a great save from Maignan, and something dodgy just happened with the match engine. I don't know what it was. The ball seemed to just have... The keeper had an elastic band attached to him, and it just sort of pulled the ball back. Really don't know what went on there. There's another highlight, though, quite quickly afterwards. It's Fernandes through to Van der Beek, who came on at half-time. It's Rashford. He's got another opportunity. It's a good tackle from Gabia, but Rashford's there again, and he's still failed to score. How have Manchester United not scored a goal against us? I don't understand. Plays it back to Gabia. Now Pobega, dispossessed by Rashford. Man United on the attack once more. It's Marcus Rashford. He's had so many chances. He's got to put one of them away. It's Marcus Rashford. He's hit it straight at the keeper again. He doesn't want to score. His boyhood club is not Manchester United, it's Milan, and he doesn't want to score against us. Long searching ball, looking for Ibrahimovic. He fails to win that header, and now Casemiro plays that out wide to Anthony for Manchester United. It's Anthony running down this right-hand side now. Is this the moment that Manchester United get a goal? Anthony, the ball goes into the box, and it's somehow snuck in by Donny van der Beek. The half-time substitute has got a goal for Manchester United. They're 1-0 up here. They still need 4. It is concerning me a little bit that they've had about 5 highlights in the space of 5 minutes, but we're still 4-0 up, technically. 4 goals up, you know what I mean. Another opportunity for United. Free kick from Rashford. Back post to Harry Maguire with the header and just over the bar from him. Shaw running down this left-hand side now. Plays it inside to Hansen Arrow. United playing some youngsters today. Nice through ball from him to Rashford. Rashford has missed another one. Every time he hits the ball, it's just some sort of magnet that Mainin's got, and it just attracts it in there. Throw in for us. Now, this would be completely against the run of play if we were to get an equaliser somehow here. Ball into the box, and we're going to get a penalty. Are we going to get a penalty? Bakune thinks he was fouled, but the referee is not giving anything. And United are coming on the counter-attack now with Donny van der Beek. He's got 1 goal already. Can he turn creator, or is he going to get a second? It's Rashford now. He's had about 700 opportunities to score a goal today. He's taken the ball past the defender and hit the ball at the goalkeeper. We should have known that was going to happen. It's what he's been doing all day. And there's the full-time whistle. A 1-0 defeat, but not concerned at all about that. Manchester United, however, should be concerned. If you look at their XG, it's 4.05. They could have scored 4 goals. They very realistically could have won this game 6-0. They had 30 shots, 14 on target. Rashford is to blame for them only getting 1. In the other games that have been played today, Freiburg have knocked Celtic out. Rangers have come back to knock Sporting out, winning 7-0 at home. And then Ajax have come back to knock Real Sociedad out after a 5-3 win away from home. So it's time for the quarterfinal and semi-final draws of the Europa League. Again, there's been a fan poll. Arsenal are who the fans want us to face the most, followed by Lazio and then Freiburg. So let's see who we do get. And if it's Steve Bruce hosting again, it's not. It's Patrick Vieira hosting. Is he not Crystal Palace manager still? No, he must. He's been sacked by Palace. We'll not bring that up with him then. So we'll start the draw. Ajax are the first team out of the pot, and they will face Dortmund. That's a big clash. Arsenal are going to be facing our fellow Italian side, Lazio. Roma against Rangers, a battle of the R's there. And Freiburg will be facing Milan. I'd say we've got the easiest draw there against Freiburg. Very happy with that. That was the quarter-final draw. So we'll head into the semi-final draw now. And it's still Patrick Vieira, still there. Still not mentioning Crystal Palace. So we're the first team out, and the winner of our tie will face Ajax or Dortmund. What a clash that'll be. I'm looking forward to that one. We need to obviously get past Freiburg first, but we should do that, hopefully. And then Roma or Rangers against Arsenal and Lazio is the other semi-final. Very exciting times. So, with that said, looking forward to the next episode. We will be back for both legs of the Europa League quarterfinal against Freiburg. In the meantime, we've got games in the league against Sassuolo, who knocked us out of the Italian Cup, so we've got a bit of revenge to try and seek there. Against Cremonese, who are struggling and in the relegation places, and against Lazio, who are obviously still in the Europa League as well, alongside us. So next episode, it'll be the Freiburg game. I'll play the Torino game off camera, and then a second leg of the Freiburg game. But that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all my content when it comes out, hit the notification bell to stay notified, and I'll see you next time.